Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing Ashiok Exile. So Ashiok Dream Render. It's a neg1 ability. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into the graveyard, then exile each opponent's graveyard. So we are exiling tons of cards in this deck and we are trying to kill people with Kaya's neg5 ability, where it deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards that player owns in exile and you gain that much life. So with this, we can actually do quite a bit. So we can mill over a little bit more with Enter the God Eternals, with our Thought Collapses, and also just by killing creatures, getting them into the graveyard. And then we exile everything with Ashiok once we get it out. And then we, of course, go off with Kaya. So that's our kind of game plan number one. That's what we want to have happen. We have other ways to make sure that happens. First off, with just removal, we have Kaya's Ghost Form to make sure that if we need an Ashiok to stay alive or Kaya, we can keep it alive. So this deck actually comes from Undead Thuggernaut, otherwise known as Devin. And with this, he initially had a few more Kaya's Ghost Forms, and I liked it, but I feel like we needed a little bit more removal in the early game here. So that is another way you can go with this, is maybe a couple more Kaya's Ghost Forms. I noticed that once I had that onto a Kaya or something like that before, opponents stopped wanting to go after my Kaya. I testing this out earlier, they stopped caring about whatever creature this had, or whatever planeswalker this was on, because they knew they're going to have to take 2 turns away from doing anything, and it was 2 more turns that we could try to find removal or wraths or something like that, and it actually worked really well. And then we have Oath of Teferi to make sure that we can get multiple abilities, get up to that neg5 as quick as possible, and that's pretty much the deck. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how it goes, and wish me luck.
Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below.
All right, so we are taking this deck into a constructed event. I'm going to see how constructed events work now with the new set, see if it's still at the best format, because that was definitely my favorite format before. So up against Kev, bring it on Kev. And my app is still going a little bit slow. I'm not sure if that's how everyone else's is, but we're going to go ahead and use it. Flux Channeler, double Ashiok. We can get a lot of stuff into the graveyard, hopefully get to this, to our Kaya. We don't have any removal early game, though. This is a little bit awkward. This might be worth mulliganing. Yeah, I think we have to here. There we go. We have a little bit more removal now. We're going to keep this. I would love having our Ashiok, everything else there, but I think we can keep this on top. It is pretty painful mana. I think we need to try to find something else here. All right. Godless Shrine, tapped, pass the turn. So we have Moment of Craving on turn 2, and then to Thought Collapse. All right, so Moment of Craving going to be pretty good here. Let's go ahead and actually let's do it now, just in case they have anything else that we don't. The Wizard's Lightnings. That'll slow them down a bit. Cast Down going to be pretty good here. So let's go ahead and play Watergrave tapped, play the Cast Down. Maybe hold up something for Thought Collapse on the next turn. Oath of Kaya actually really good here. We can kill stuff and gain life. All right, Lava Runner. What else do they have in hand here? Wizard's Lightning, that's fine. Another Wizard's Lightning, or Skewer the Critics. Okay, down to 16, down to 14. And this is actually where I'm really impressed with Oath of Kaya so far, is being able to do lots of damage here. So Thought Collapse could be useful to hold onto here. I think that I'm wanting to make sure I get Oath of Kaya, get some life gained here, get rid of something that's actually doing damage to us. We have Moment of Craving, so we found a lot of the cards that we want against this matchup. We just need to find ways to actually finish the game. So let's see how that goes. And yeah, let's see. All right, Shock down to 15. Emptying their hand. All right, Skew the Critics down to 12. Give us something we can finish the game with here. Let's go ahead and hold up the Thought Collapse. I think that's going to be better. Pass the turn. Just in case they do hit something good here. All right, Resolve. We will probably Moment of Craving if they just swing in here. All right, so Moment of Craving. Gain some life back. Kill the Fanatical Firebrand. Okay, Mobilize District. So this is a way that we can actually win the game now. So let's go ahead and pass the turn. We're going to hold up Thought Collapse. Yeah, let's go ahead and Thought Collapse. Mill some other stuff over, see what we hit. Some other lands. Another Thought Collapse. I'm debating if I want to get down this Flux Channeler, if I want to start... let's go ahead and pass the turn. We have 12 cards in the graveyard. We want to just keep getting more cards in the graveyard. This becomes a 3/3, so that was a good thing to make sure we got rid of. Alright, Risk Factor in the graveyard as well. Probably going to be firing that off this next turn. Alright, more mana is good. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and hold on to something in our hand. Let's play Mobilize District. Attack in. Down to 17, pass the turn. We need to find a finisher and quick. Alright, Runaway Steamkin, that's fine. Double Flux Channeler. Man, we would really like to find a land or something. Alright, we can possibly just mobilize District as a blocker here. See if they forget about it. Risk Factor, probably what they're going to play here, swinging for 2. That's what we're hoping for. Alright, so we are going to take it. So resolve, take action. Not letting them draw any cards. Please swing in. Alright, they saw it coming. Alright, pass to my turn. Kaya's Wrath. Let's go ahead and pass the turn one more time. Holding up Mobilized District, and then we can always Kaya's Wrath on the next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Just seeing if we can hit any other creatures. Okay, Risk Factor again. Alright, Resolve. We're taking a lot of damage if we take this here, and we need to find ways to actually gain life. I don't want to give them land. Alright, take action. We can get rid of our Mobilized District here to kill a Steamkin. I'm actually fine with that. Now we just are worried if they ever find anything else. Right, we are going to go ahead and Mobilize District and block. I think that this is fine. We trade off a land for a creature. Alright, we have found every Flux Channeler. We are going to fire it off as a blocker for anything hasty. Don't be hasty. Another Risk Factor. We can't take it this time. Oh, man, we would love to find anything good. That would be the dream, right? Alright, swing in for 2. Pass the turn. We at least have blockers for creatures. The biggest issue here is if they have like double Skewer the Critic, they can fire in the Firebrand. Skewer or Skewer Shock. Yeah, they have it. Oh, that's so annoying. We just didn't find any answers. Like, maybe I could have held up Kaya's Wrath there. Maybe I should have just taken the Risk Factor, but they had these cards on top anyway, so we were dead. We didn't have a way to finish them off fast enough. So that was a little bit awkward. Let's go again. And not keeping all of our finishers in the opening hand. I like what we drew into because we ended up with against mono red. We just didn't really draw into anything else, which maybe this deck needs a little bit more card draw. I'm not running any Chemist's Insights, and I probably could go down one Oath of Teferi for it. Yeah, I think that would probably be pretty good. All right, this is definitely keepable. We have our Kaya's Wrath on. Actually, we cannot play it at the moment. But Kaya's Wrath, Vraska's Contempt, pretty good. Into Kaya, which can just gain us some life. Tapped. Opponent did go down to 5 cards, so let's see if we have a shot. Alright, Gates, possibly here. Alright, Drowned Catacomb, pass the turn. Oath of Teferi is really awesome. I am excited about that. Open the gates, finds a gate. So I'm interested to see what kind of gates this is. If it's like gate walkers or if it's just normal gates. We are going to go ahead and get down a Kaya. Start ticking up here. Hope that they don't have an Ixalan's binding of some sort. I know that gates, I think they do run one in some versions of the deck. So if they do have an Ixalan's binding, then we lose basically our best way of finishing this game. But we're just going to keep ticking up. Submit 0. And pass the turn. Hold up Verasa's Contempt. I mean, if they just never play anything, then we're in trouble. Okay. All right, pass to my turn. There we go. There's Ashiok. All right, so does this get countered? All right, let's go Ashiok. Take down. We got rid of some really good cards there. That was amazing. All right, we're going to go ahead and tick up again. Submit 0, pass the turn, and this is awesome. We got rid of 2. All right, I thought that was another Gate Colossus. So this is definitely just a straight up Gates deck with Gatekeeper Gargoyle. I'm actually a fan of the card. It's okay enough to play. And let's see. Opponent doesn't play anything. Another Ashiok, really good here. All right, let's do this. We have another Ashiok, so we're not as worried about it now. Let's take down on Ashiok. Target player. Oath of Teferi. Bounce a Glacial Fortress, why not? We get to take down again on Ashiok. And if we get one hit with this Kaya, then we win next turn. So exile 2, submit 0. So next turn our plan is pass the turn. Next turn our plan is double Ashiok here, play another Ashiok, mill them again, and then kill him with Kaya. That is the game plan. So we just have to hope that they don't have anything to stop us here. If they play any spell that we can hit with Kaya, that it gives us an even better chance here. All right, Hydroid Krasis, that's fine. Now we can even enter the God Eternals and do it as well. But we're just going to use our game plan here. Exile once. Exile twice. So this does give lethal there. We're gonna show the other Ashiok and then finish him off. All right, exactly enough. And ooh, man, this is so good. I love the Oath of Teferi with. Oh, that's awesome. Opponent was playing very slow, had a mulligan down to 5, but we're gonna take it. We're gonna take what we got. We did have a lot of answers in hand against a lot of decks too, so I think that we probably still could have won with that deck, because that's a pretty quick clock. If they can't deal with Kaya right away, especially if we get an Oath of Teferi, that's so fun. All right, here we go again. So we do have some colors. Kaya's Wrath a little bit awkward here. We can play Cast Down turn 2, so let's go for Isolated Chapel into Island. We'd like to find all right, pass the turn. We do have Cast Down available. All right, Dento Vanguard. It is indestructible. Ooh, that's bad. Do we want to just keep firing it off here? Or do we wait till we have a way to exile it, which might be a little bit difficult here. All right, Glacial Fortress. Playing Kaya doesn't do anything here. I guess we just pass the turn. Okay, Law Ruin Enforcer, very interesting. We are going to try to fire off this cast down onto the Adento Vanguard. If we get to the Kaya, they let it go. What? All right, that's awesome. We are totally fine with that. All right, pass the turn. We could negative on this Law Rune Enforcer, but we want to Thought Collapse. Anything good. That's something good. All right, mill them. 5 cards in the graveyard. Enter the God Eternals will be able to hit this next turn with a land. Mill them again. All right, another Kaya. Kind of awkward. This only does 1 damage each turn. Let's go ahead and start gaining some life. Hope to hit this either a land or a black. I mean, black land is what we're looking for. That's really all we got. All right, so let's go ahead and just exile some stuff, gain some life. We don't care about them hitting us for 1 each turn. I mean, if they have a pump spell with this, it could be worse. But I'm guessing this is just a new version of mono white. All right, Dauntless Bodyguard. Okay. We can also exile that, take 1, and be fine. Gideon Blackblade, that's worse. That is a whole lot worse. So now we really need to make sure we get this. Gives it Vigilance or Lifelink. Okay. That's fine. Now we need to use the God Eternals.
You call that?
Alright, so we do have an answer now, at least for the Gideon. Let's go ahead and negative onto Dauntless Bodyguard. They could have sacked it there to have it not go into exile. Let's just pass the turn. We need to find a Verasa's Contempt and black mana still. Oh my goodness. Alright, swings here. Swings here. Does not use his ability beforehand. Very interesting. Still didn't use his ability. Alright, we're just gonna pass turn and wait until we find something good here. This is awkward. Benelish Marshal, yep. I mean, Kaya's Wrath will be good too. Another Benelish Marshal. Kaya's Wrath would be amazing. Amazing. Kaya's Ghost Form, yay. Alright, pass the turn. Are we just dead next turn? Yes, we are. And just cannot find the right lands, so that's game. Settle the Wreckage would be pretty good here as well. Maybe we ought to add 1. But we are 1 and 2 now, and the games that we've lost, I feel like, have just been from really poor running. Yeah, I really can't be much else. I mean, the deck itself maybe could have some more ways to fix that, but I feel like it'd be pretty difficult to go that far with it. You know, maybe I do need to make sure I just have all of the dual lands. I am running a couple of basics in this one, and maybe I shouldn't be. All right, so we're gonna mulligan. Need to have. All right, there's Isolated Chapel. That at least lets us play Revitalize, and this isn't bad. We have Thought Collapse, Revitalize, some removal. So Watergrave tapped, pass the turn. And actually, we cannot play the Thought Collapse at the moment. Gateway Plaza, so gates, but with a Forsaken Sanctuary? That doesn't seem right. All right, Isolated Chapel and pass the turn. You can also just Ashiok next turn if we need to. All right, Saheeli. All right, Revitalize. Okay. So we have Thought Collapse. Thought Collapse might be good enough to use here. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. Oath of Kaya is a way that we can kill Saheeli if she ever does use the negative ability. Okay, Godless Shrine. Well, we have our game plan now. Do we just go for it? All right, Ashiok. Mill. There's 4. Godless Shrine tapped. Probably should have held up the Thought Collapse instead there. I really don't know. We need to be getting stuff into the exile. And then have Kaya work. The other thing too is Oath of Kaya can at least maybe help out a little bit. Emisizzle. All right, drawing cards is bad for us now. All right, they get to draw 2 cards. We take some damage here. All right, double Kaya, very good. So we are... I think we go ahead and go for Kaya now. We just hope that they don't have Ross's Contempts, anything like that. And start ticking up. So the other thing we can do here is Mobilize District becomes a little bit better. We can play it for next turn. We can use it and Oath of Kaya. Maybe kill up Nixilis. So let's go ahead and tick down.
Your problems are
I leave this outcome surprises.
So I'm playing these earlier on because I want to be able to get them to 5 or Kaya to 5 as quick as possible. While they haven't shown any answers, any other creatures coming down here. Oath of Kaya can help out. And we can also turn on Mobilize District next turn after Oath of Kaya as a blocker. So we just have to hope they don't go crazy here. There's an Ugin. That's pretty crazy. Should have held on to Thought Collapse, I guess. So this is just a Super Friends deck. Let's see if they kill the Kaya here. Looks like they will. We probably still will Oath of Kaya kill Ugin. Get rid of that threat. And just keep milling as much as we can. Destroys the Ashiok. Interesting. Alright, draws 2 more cards. This is pretty spicy. I mean, Omnixilis works pretty well with the Saheeli, I guess. Alright, Glacial Fortress. Let's go black, white, and black. So Oath of Kaya. We get to hold up Thought Collapse this way, kill Ugin. Now we can tick up and at least exile something. And we'll hold up Thought Collapse for the next turn. And we can also Mobilize District. So we could Mobilize District, kill Omnixilis here. Actually, no, we're 1 away still, so pass the turn. I was counting with the Ashiok still. I was thinking this was legendary, but it's only planeswalkers and creatures. Okay, Karn. We will Thought Collapse. Karn. Got to mill some good stuff. Elder Spell. Alright. Put stuff onto Omnixilis, gets a tick down again. That's a way to play, I guess. And I don't know, Super Friends honestly is one of our harder things. We are not playing our own Elder Spell. Might be an oversight not doing that. Kaya's Ghost Form, okay. Well, there's a Kaya's Wrath.
Try not to think too hard.
I don't know if we can come back from this now. We can play Kaya and Kaya's Wrath. Alright, let's play Kaya. This still might be our best play. Get rid of Spark Double. Gain some life. Up to 11. Yeah, let's go ahead and Kaya's Wrath. Oath of Teferi is probably our best pick, just so we can get to where we can play this right away. Alright, Nicol Bolas has every ability. Can destroy our Planeswalker. Yeah, I think that we are dead now. Let's go ahead and see if we can play it. Let them play it out. Jiang Yangu. Yep. Puts counters onto our guys. Gets more manas. That's a pretty good tick up. It also makes us exile stuff every turn from here on out. Okay, we can Moment of Craving, swing in, and get blocked. And we're going to concede. Oh my goodness, that was a bummer. That was a bummer. And I think that's it for Ashiok Exile. And we just had some terrible running. We did get the combo off in one game though. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys want me to replay this deck and try to get the exile ability or the Ashiok Exile happening more times, because I did play this earlier and I got it 2 times in a row on normal play. And I think I just wasn't running the right stuff for this format, and I also just wasn't like running very well. Like I did not hit my stuff. Maybe go down a couple more of our basic lands for more blue black, something like Water Grave, Isolated Chapel, I guess. Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.
Thank you.